should be live now. Let me know whoever's here, and let me know, guys, where you're from, where from you're watching this. We're just starting this live stream. This is the first live stream that I've scheduled and announced it ahead of time. That's a good start. That's hey, Netherlands. Which part? Which part of Netherlands? Because that's like 5 different countries, you know. Yo, how you doing? Sweden, awesome. Chicago, really cool. Turkey. Saw you another brick in the wall yesterday. Amazing. Church chill. Well, thank you. Glad you liked it. Argentina, Norway, Oklahoma, Ukraine, middle of nowhere, Oregon, Jacksonville, Florida. I'm not too far from you. I'm in Sarasota, Florida, in Tampa Bay. Holland, Haarlem. Cool. Well, thanks for tuning in. Hopefully everybody got the notification. Hello from India. Hello from United States. And hopefully everybody's tuning in. And all the previous live streams that I did, it was sort of spontaneous. I didn't really announce it and didn't really didn't let people know ahead of time that I was going to be doing it. But I did this one. I scheduled it yesterday, and I followed through. I actually did it. Really cool. Well, thanks for tuning in. Did everybody have a good Halloween? I don't know if they're celebrating Halloween in other parts of the world. I'm sure the Netherlands have a variation of it. Cornwall, Preveza, Greece. Hi, mate. You need to turn up gain on what specifically? Just the microphone or the music? Because music is supposed to be a little quieter. I have it. I have the background loop. Let me just shut it off. 1, 2. How about now? You should be hearing me, no problem. Calgary, Alberta, 12:31 p.m. Wow. Yeah, man, 3 hours or so. We'll be coming to see you at some point. Awesome. Hello. What kind of DAW do you use? Well, I'm not using any DAW for this specific one, but when I do a recording, I use Cubase, and for this, the way I have it hooked up, it is a Zoom H6. Turn up your mic. Is the mic better now? It's actually peaking. Signal is peaking on my end. Do you play finger pick? I'm assuming it's like a finger picking style. Yeah, I do. Like I play a little bit like Chet Atkins, Les Paul kind of style. I'll turn up the gain a little bit over here, and turn it down a little bit here so it wouldn't be peaking as much. Says excellent. I'm assuming it's the microphone signal. I'll just have a little background loop just to make it more fun. Nice. How do you feel about Logic Pro? I have never used Logic, but the layout looks really, really good, and versus Cubase. I don't know. I just taught myself how to use Cubase, and to learn another DAW would be another amount of time to learn it. And when I record, I just want to get to recording right away, and I'm not looking right now to learn the layout of Logic or Pro Tools. Mic volume is good. That's a good thing. Perfect sound for me as well. Yes, better. Well, good. We figured it out. That's why you're here for. To figure out the mic levels and the we'll just lay some bass. Turn down the channel in which bass is going to be in. That's good. All right. I'm going to play some music, build some loops, improvise, make some noise while more people are gathering to the live stream. Dovydas, is St. Pete too far for you to travel for gigs? No, actually I do come to St. Pete, not as often as I would like, but I do show up there every once in a while, and hopefully I'll be playing at some theaters in St. Pete, Clearwater area in January, February, and I'll be announcing that. That's not for definite yet. Thanks for answering my questions, Toby says. I just have one more. Sorry if I'm annoying. No, it's fine. But did you major in music? Because I'm currently a jazz guitar major and I love your style and it inspires me to go out. Well, awesome. I'm glad it inspires you. I went to Conservatory of Music in Kaunas, Lithuania. So it wasn't sort of like a college major. It was a high school curriculum adjunct with sort of a Conservatory of Music curriculum. So that's, but I'm self-taught on guitar and bass. But everything else, yeah, music school and harmony theory and composition, you know, you learn through school and experimenting as well. At what age did you start making music? Bram asks. I started making music. I started playing when I was 14, and I started trying to write at 15. And get into DAW. Yeah, 15. I was already doing my own home recordings with fake drums and little MIDI patterns. Do you like any Frank Zappa? I wish I would be familiar with more Frank Zappa, but everything what I've heard so far, I just love it. Actually, I just picked up a Frank Zappa's biography yesterday from a friend of mine. I'm gonna read it. I think the book is called The Real Frank Zappa, and I want to read that book. It's by Frank Zappa about him. When he was 13, right? LOL. He was on TV as teenager. Well, I didn't get on TV until I was 16. I wasn't 13 when I was on television in Lithuania. Hey Dovydas, what do you use for continuous looping bass lines, beats, or riffs? Boss RC505. It has 5 tracks. I can't show it because that would mess up my entire setup right now. I have it just right. It's like barely holding on. Boss RC505 loop station. And people say you need to go to music college. You don't. You don't. You don't have to, but trust me, it definitely helps. It just, yeah, as much exposure as you can get in music world to anything, it totally helps. Klein Freak suggests to people to check out my gear video. Yes, I have, and I'll be making another one more updated, where I'll be talking more in detail of what delays and reverbs I use and why I use them, and I'll be also linking everything in the description, because what I realized, I did the video about my gear, but I didn't list the probably in the description as in detail, so I'll have to do a revised, updated version on my gear in another video. Who's your favorite musical artist? I have so many, it's not even funny. It's just a lot of favorite musical artists, and sometimes I like all of their work, and some artists are just like several little things from their repertoire. Will you ever come to Twin Falls, Idaho? I'd love to. I don't know if I'll come there soon, but yeah, I'd definitely love to come on tour and play there as well. Who are some of your favorite guitar players? Steve Vai, Van Halen, Chet Atkins, Les Paul, Robert Johnson. Ever play Three Little Birds by Mr. Marley? That must be a great song, but I have not played that song. The comments just skipped on me. I gotta move up a bit. Will you come around the Twin Falls anytime? I don't have it scheduled. I'd love to come around Twin Falls. Gotcha, Dovydas. Cheers. Sure, cheers. Well, hello, Klein. Loop station cost about $450 US. That's about right. I found it used on eBay. That's where I got all of my gear. I got it all mostly used for a lesser price than usually it's listed. We have a question from Lithuania. It says, I'm gonna translate it. Hello, how much different your life was in after you moved to United States? I remember you from Lithuania's Got Talent. Masadis G asks. Well, it's really different. It's a different country. People speak a different language. In addition to it being a different country, different states differ from one another. So there's that component, and you know, that would be just whole another video. But yes, very, very different attitude of people, mentality, more receptive to American music. Well, I was playing American music in Lithuania, and it didn't have that big of a reception, I guess, because it's Lithuania. Do you do any Chris Cornell? I have to check out Chris Cornell. I haven't. Studying music technology in college, and it's extremely beneficial to my knowledge and understanding of the creation of music. Word, yes, trust me. Some, maybe not necessarily school, you know, the lectures sometimes, but just having access to the library, and you just go to the library and just so many books on music theory, composition, arranging. Oh my God, yes, definitely beneficial. Your Steve I cover was great. Steve I played for Frank Zappa for many years. I know that. You might check out some of the Frank Zappa's guitar solos. Yeah, I'd love to. My friend was telling me about Frank Zappa's, I think it's a triple album from, it's called Shut Up and Play Your Guitar or something like that. It's all made out of guitar solos. What's that thing that he has on the first feet? I'm assuming you mean fret on his guitar next to the nut in the golf tournament video. It's a, I don't know if you can see it. It's a guitar muter. It's a string muter. So it's just Velcro wraps around, and when I play with one hand, other strings don't ring through. That's that's all there is to it. It's just a little piece of fabric with Velcro, and it just wraps around, and this fabric part just mutes other strings that are not being played. That's all there is to it. We got more questions. Andy Timmons' Cry for You. Must be a great song. Would you consider doing a Michael Jackson mix? Probably, but it's just, he's such a great artist. I don't know how, I would need to get really creative to make it my own and make it justice, you know? I love Chet Atkins, one of the best out there. I do consider you a great, honestly. Well, thank you. I consider Chet Atkins a great. I might play some Chet Atkins inspired music just in a little bit after I answer more questions. I just started playing guitar at 20 years old. Any master tips? Well, not master tips, but just tips. Learn as much as you can and try to be very good at it. Be consistent, persistent. Don't think of it, oh, it's going to take me 10 years to learn it. No, think of it, it's going to take me 1 hour a day to get better, and you just small steps at a time, and then you'll make small progress, small victories, so to say, in your pursuit of becoming a better guitar player. It dampens the strings, helps you to play two instruments at the same time. Yes, good for one-man band. Rex, you're doing like an advertisement for it. Yngwie Malmsteen, I've heard of Yngwie Malmsteen. He's great. Oh, thanks, bro. That makes more sense. Yes, no, you're welcome. No problem. Hey, man, you're insane. How long have you been playing guitar? For 10 years now. Don't hold that mic so close. Can't hear. So it's too quiet or too loud, and it's a dynamic microphone and has a short proximity effect. So if I move it away, then you can't hear anything. So that's the whole trick. I'm supposed to hold it that close. Do you believe in multiple dimensions? And if so, ever strive to achieve something beyond your 5 senses? Well, actually, we have more like 28 senses, or even more than that, because there's, you know, most people say you have 5 senses, so that's your sight and hearing and touch and smell, and what's the other one? I don't know, right? Your typical 5 senses. Well, there's a sense of needing to go to the bathroom, sense of hunger, sense of balance, sense of knowing where your limbs are in space, sense of passing time. There are many other senses. It's oversimplification. But yeah, I mean, yeah, I'd love to just be like, you know, like in the Guardians of the Galaxy, you know, just cruising the universe, you know. What do you like to do besides play the guitar? Just make music, and on my spare time I just you know, try to stay active. How was yesterday's workout? Well, speaking of things that I like to do, it was good. It was I did pull-ups and everything that goes with it. You are not expecting, but hi from India. No, it's really cool. Hi from Florida, United States. I'm just gonna greet everybody for like 5 more minutes, try to answer more questions. Then I'm gonna do a song, and we'll try to have fun on this live stream. Hey, what do you think about Love Sculpture? Any good? I'm assuming that's a band, and I've never heard of them. What's the biggest gig you've ever done? Probably on live television in Lithuania, and that was pretty big. And a New Year's celebration in Sarasota, Florida. It was like a pineapple drop, emulating the ball drop in New York. It was in Florida, and it was like, they said 30,000 people in the audience. Most of them weren't really paying attention to the stage anyways, but just the amount of people, it was really overwhelming, you know, really makes you nervous. What do you do to like... Oh, I already answered that. I always try to answer questions, Rex. You're funny. Do you like Nirvana or think they're overrated? I don't think music is meritocracy, so, I mean, it's taste-based, so if you really like something, there's no way to overrate it, because it's all subjective. It's not Olympics. They're not counting beats per measure and the precision and accuracy of notes, and if you would even try to classify musical creations by that criteria, it just wouldn't be fair, because it's art, it's not sport. So I don't think if you really like something, there's no way to overrate it. You know, you're just a huge fan of it. And I think definitely Nirvana brought something truly unique at the time when they came out with their music. Did you transition from another instrument to guitar, or always a guitar man? I started on the guitar, self-taught, and I went to music school to learn more guitar. But I went to drums because they didn't have guitar classes. So I'm sort of trained drummer, but always wanted to be a guitar player. You do any sports? I did competitive swimming for 6 years. I was on the team in Kaunas, Lithuania, and now I'd say competitive powerlifting, but I don't compete as much as I used to because I'm doing music. Have you done any session work, and do you read music? I do read music, and I have done session work, but that's not really what I'm looking to do anymore. It's not that much fun, you know, because you don't get to be that creative, you know. What is your favorite song? That changes, just like the charts changes. Just the favorite song right now. Camila Cabala, Havana. Has anybody heard that song? How does it go? Like Havana, ooh la la. Anyways, I'll have to listen to it again. But yeah, right now I really like that song. I've been listening to it. Also, Skywalker by what's his name? I don't know. He also released a single. I like those 2 songs right now a lot. What is your process of creating your own music? Do you write or improvise? Both. Sometimes writing on a guitar. Well, usually people, look, they play guitar if the guitar is their instrument, and then they write words, okay? And after a while, that gets really old, and all the songs become, the process of creating them becomes the same. Sometimes I just, for something completely different, I write music in the DAW. So I'll open my Cubase and I'll put MIDI. That'll be something different. Then piano is not my primary instrument. I play piano, but then I'll write something on the piano. and then the entire song and the composition will have a different feel, because physically it's a different instrument, and medium is the message, so it transforms the way I would approach the story of the song. Sometimes I just sit next to a table and just tap my palms on the table to create a beat, and I just sing a melody out loud without any words, and then I write words and sort of chords and sort of a melody line. You know, there are many ways to do it. I try to switch it up because it gets really old. What guitar do you play? Never caught on it. Lol. It's a Schecter. Check out. They have some good instruments. We have some more comments. I'm just gonna skip down to latest questions. Sorry if I missed your question or your comment, just feel free to ask again. I'll try to keep up. Jimmy Page versus Brian May, and why? Again, not a competition. It's not a sport. Not a meritocracy. Both masters in their own right. What made you start doing your one-man band? Well, because venues wouldn't pay enough for a full band. They only pay enough for one person to play there. And I started just playing guitar and singing, but it's so boring to me. So I started adding other elements. They wouldn't pay more to have my whole band there. So they basically, because of the lack of pay from the venues, I started one-man band. Miguel, yes, Miguel. Skywalker by Miguel. Love that song. Greetings from Turkey. Greetings from Florida. Tips for a guitar player that just came back after a 5-year break. An acoustic guitar, a classic one, electric one. Feel overwhelmed. Just one at a time. They're all the same. Scale length and the thickness of the neck is going to be a little bit different between the classical and the acoustic, but the acoustic and electric is going to be more similar, and the easiest one to play is going to be the electric because of the tension of the strings. It's going to be the easiest to press down on chords. Just have fun with it. Just play a little bit every day, at least 20 minutes. Whatever you like. Let's see. Hey, the Red Bullet. Schecter Benchy 7S. Flanks Klein Freak, I should make you like a moderator of the chat or something. Where did you get your name from? I got my name from my mom and dad. That's where I got my name from. Hola from Texas. Hello. The Red says I didn't ask you. Joking. Thanks, man. You're funny. Is that the mic, the Heil sound, the fine cardio? If so, pretty good mic. I think it's called Heil sound. The fine. Thin. I think there's no E at the end, but you're right. Never heard of Love Sculpture. Dear God, please have a listen. I'm sure that they're a great band. I'll definitely check them out. Malmsteen's classical in the mid-60s. Do you take on writing commissions for film or video? I have not done that yet. I mean, I'd love to write some score music for movies. What's your favorite mode, Mixolydian or Lydian? Both. Like a hybrid. Like them both at the same time to create a chromaticism. The ideal goal is to play all 12 notes at some point throughout the song to create such a fluidity that you wouldn't be able to know what mode or scale it is, but still sound like music. That's the ultimate goal, at least for me. Thanks for the super chat, Klein Freak. How do I make you a moderator? I don't know. Look, it's still oh boy, we got more questions. Let me just catch up. Klein Freak, I'd love to let me know how to do that. I don't know how to make people a moderator on the chat. You play any blues style, BB King? Yes. Actually, I did the International Blues Challenge 2 years in a row in Memphis, Tennessee with my band, and we competed, and we went there. And we went as far as the semifinals. Can you give advice to musicians starting to write songs and become popular? Well, it's not going to work. If you try to write songs to become popular, if you're really good at writing songs, you can write songs and sort of craft them to be very commercially good. But if you write songs and you write songs with the intent of becoming popular, it's not going to work. Even the greatest songwriters, that write songs that become mega hits and get on Billboard Hot 100, they approach songwriting with an emotion and storytelling and very complex musical knowledge. Not necessarily different, interesting chords, but they will do some amazing things, you know, with sound oscillation, and they'll know what frequencies will evoke what emotion. So if you try to write songs, you're starting to write songs and become popular. Learn songwriting, really explore the wide array of emotions of music and what different sounds and chords can do. What's your DAW? Cubase and Zoom H6. Yeah, time for some original. That's what I'm thinking. How old are you, and how long have you been living in the U.S.? I'm 25, and I've been living here for 6 years, 5 years. Bonjour from France, Colin. Yeah, now let this man do this thing. All right, guys. I'm gonna play some music. We got some people watching. Thanks for tuning in. Let me just put some music together. Some chords, some tracks. Let's see what comes up. I have no clue what I'm gonna do yet, but we'll figure something out. How's the guitar level? Let me know if you can. Somebody said play Tender Surrender. Okay, that was nowhere near the original, nor nowhere near what I did when I did my attempt at it, but something like that, right? Big applause. Thank you, Church Chill. Hopefully you liked it. Might as well do. It's not a capo on the first fret. It's a string dampener. It's a string muter. All right, we got more clapping emojis. Nice play. Thank you. Has multiple orgasms. Well, make sure to use protection. It doesn't dampen the sound of the strings that I'm playing. It only dampens the sounds of the strings, open strings that I'm not playing at the moment. That's what it dampens the sound of. Love your Kendrick piece. Do you know anything other than Humble? Humble is one of my first introductions to hip hop. And no, I have not explored other instrumentals yet. It's a capo on the first fret. It's not a capo. It's a string muter. All right, cool. Any Deep Purple? Yeah, yeah. I know a little bit of Smoke on the Water. Yeah. Let me try that. I don't know all the words to this song, but that's Hanging Chat. Yeah, that was really, really helpful. Where were we?
Frank Zappa and the mother at the best place around. But some stupid with a flare gun put the place to the ground.
Something like that. A little bit. Well, not everything, you're right. Oh, the guitar's playing piano now. I'm going to use this to do my work too now. Cool. Wah, wah, wah. Exactly. Yes. Church chill. Good night, bro. Good night. Have a good night, man. Blee, blah, blah. I'm going, nice idea. He's a guitar anchor man. Yo, as a Norwegian guy, I'm curious to why you have an O in your name. I like the way it looks like. And I'm from Lithuania. It's right across the sea from Sweden, and I was told I have some Scandinavian heritage. And my whole theme is, space. I just like the way it looks like a Saturn, like a planet and like a rings of Saturn. We got some clapping emojis. Thank you. Any tips for an amateur struggling to build solos? Play along. Play along with solos. Simple ones. Blues is a good place to start because most of it is improvised. It's slow tempo. It's one scale. And all the great rock solo guitarists learned from blues. Slow blues is your friend. Play along to slow blues songs. Nice, dude. Be awesome. Hey, awesome. Making Lithuania proud. Rock on, dude. Ha ha ha. Too funny. Stevie Ray. Something like I could do something like that. Do you know the Stranglers band? And if you know, what do you think about them? I don't know of the Stranglers band. By the name alone, they sound like they could be a fun band. Google will show lyrics now. Oh, hi from Sweden too. Cool. Hi. Why don't you form a band, younger members, and start tours? I have a band, and I think those members are young enough to tour. Oh, young enough and old enough as well. Will you be doing more of those strings soon? Not sure what you mean by those strings. Cool beans. That's a cool saying. How about some Stevie Ray, Texas Flood? Well, you're the second comment asking for Stevie Ray. I might as well do that. So, Dovey, I have an idea. The chat writes the lyrics and you sing them to some cool instrumental. If it rhymes. If it doesn't, it could be a fiasco. It's nowhere in between. It's either going to be really good, either really bad. Davi, could you play Albatross by Peter Green? I don't know that song. I need to check it out. What's your favorite song to play? My favorite songs to play is just my own when I write or improvise or something like that. But let's do some blues. Let me showcase some Stevie Ray inspired material. How about let's do some of that. flooding down in Texas, and all the telephone lines are down. Well, it's flooding down in Texas, baby, and all the telephone lines are down. Well, I try to reach my baby, oh, but I get no sound. 40 days and 40 nights, it keep raining all the time. 40 days and 40 nights, it keep raining all the time. Try to reach my baby, whoa, but I get no sound. Well, it's flooding down in Texas, and all the telephone lights are down. Well, it's flooding down in Texas, baby, and all the telephone lines are down. Oh, we got more words. Good. Well, the dark clouds are rolling, and I'm standing out in the rain. Well, the dark clouds are rolling, and I'm standing out in the rain. Well, the flood water keeps a rolling, man. It's about to drive me insane. When I'm leaving you, baby, Lord, and I'm going back home to stay. Well, I'm leaving you, baby, I'm coming back home to stay. Well, back home out of floods or tornadoes, baby, and the sun shines every day. Flooding down in Texas, and all the telephone lines are down. All the telephone lines are down. Well, it's a flooding down in Texas, and all the telephone lines are down, 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 down. I try to reach my baby, oh, but I get no sound. Something Texas flood, Stevie Ray. Damn, son. Do you know Stevie cover of Lil Wayne? I need to listen to that one. I don't think I've heard it. I need to check that out. I've been trying to call my baby, Lord, and I can't get a single sound. Texas welcomes you open arms. Welcome to the Marty Farmer School of Man. Nice. You're an amazing musician. I consider myself an intermediate guitar player, but you inspire me to keep practicing. Awesome. Keep practicing. I'm glad you are inspired. Cool. More clapping emojis. Thank you very much. Really fun stuff. Fire. Lit. Could mean lit. So yeah, that was a little Stevie Ray. I'm a do. It's not blues, but can you play Layla, please? I don't. That's a great song. I wish I knew that song. Maybe sometime in the future. There's a red house over yonder. Yeah, Layla is a great song. I'll have to check it out. I'll have to give it a listen. I haven't heard it in quite some time, actually. All right. I have a gig I have to go to in about half an hour. So I'm not gonna be streaming for much more today. Maybe we have like, I don't know, like maybe 30 more minutes of the live stream. Labas. Hi. Love to hear a little on the cigar box. Hi from Belgium. When will you stream live again? I'm not sure. I will announce it. I will schedule a stream, and if you're part of the notification band squad fam, just hit the bell, and if you have click the bell icon, as soon as I schedule the next live stream, you will know, and it will say, oh, the next live stream in 12 hours or in 3 days or whatever, you know. So I'm assuming that's how it works. All right, sick miss. Well, thank you. Good luck with your gig. Yeah, well, I'm still gonna hang out for like 30 minutes here, but somebody wanted to hear a cigar box guitar, so let me play some cigar box guitar music. Now, yesterday, if you were on a live stream yesterday, which many of you were, you saw me play this, which is a, you already know what country flag this guitar is. It's a cigar box guitar made by MGB guitars, handcrafted in USA. It's number 26. It was hand built for me by a friend of mine, Michael, from MGB Guitars. And if you like these instruments, check out mgbguitars.com. And so I played this one yesterday. And here's another model by the same company. Check this out. This is really wild. It has a scorpion. It's made of out of Camacho cigars cigar box. Again, another MGB guitar. So I'm gonna plug this in and try this one out for you guys. Just got to make sure it's in tune first. Not quite there. Just give me a second. All right, looks like we got ourselves a freshly tuned cigar box guitar. Everybody says Thunderstruck. I've heard it. I've never attempted to play it. But I'm going to try to do it, okay? And I'm going to try to do it my way. Oh boy. Thunderstruck. So if it's not going to come out, well enough, then I'm not going to call it Thunderstruck. But it's going to be my own version. And maybe we're going to call it Thunder Smacked. Okay, let me try it. I'm gonna have to try to remember the general arrangement. Man, how does it go? Thunder Smash. I like that. Okay, I'm just gonna do Thunder Smash, okay? It's gonna be inspired by Thunderstruck, but it's gonna be Thunder Smash. Yeah, I think I found the scale. I don't know the words. Yeah, I really don't know the words to this one. I think that was close enough to it. Tried Naha says, can you count to 4? Have you heard of polyrhythms? This is amazing. Rode down the highway, broke the limit. Oh, these are the words. Probably. Do you know Max Martin? I know. I love. What's the right way? Yeah, yeah. Max Martin is the way he writes songs for everybody. Yeah, definitely. I'm a fan of his work. You know, of since he was writing songs for Britney to now, and he's writing for Taylor and Katy Perry and everybody, even The Weeknd. Yeah, Max Martin is great. Are there any books on him? I've been trying to find something to read up on him or his methods. There's like nothing out there on Max Martin. And Dennis Pop too. He was the teacher of Max Martin at their Chiron Studios in Sweden. John Wayne just removed his hat and took a knee. Well, that could be a good thing. Pink Floyd time. I have like about 15 minutes left. Hence lyrical geniuses. Polly what? I only hear Polly awesome. Thanks. What model headphones do you use? I don't think that's that important. The only reason I use headphones is just to hear the click track in my looper. And these are some cheap ones I found on eBay. This is Bohm, B-O-H-M, something. Yeah, Dennis Pop's got a couple of Daucus. I can hook you up. Yeah, hit me up in the DMs. Let me know where I can get some books on it, or not even books, whatever. Just methods. That's right now. I'm posting videos every day, and I'm releasing live files portfolios frequently as well. But I'm also working on an album that I'm looking to release in January, and incorporating all the genres of music and the sounds of music that I like in the highly accessible format. I know you're not using maple fretboard right now, but do you like maple or rosewood? I would have gotten maple, but they didn't have maple fretboard available for this guitar. I was debating before I saved. It took me a year to save up to get this guitar. This right here. And I was gonna get this other one by other company, but it didn't have 7 strings, so I just went with 7 strings. Can you play the best of times? I need to check that out. Do some Robert Johnson. I'm a huge fan of Robert Johnson. Toto Africa. What guitar do you use? It's a Schecter. Look up. It's Schecter Banshee Elite. Check hit songs deconstructed. Okay, I'll have to check that out. Portfolio number 4 is missing from Google Play. What? I will fix that. That shouldn't be the case. It should be there. That's really weird, because I know number 5 and number 6 should be listed, and then there's going to be number 7 and number 8 are complete now. Completely. Oh boy, Dan Kelly. Rap shredding. We got about like 10 minutes more of the live stream, maybe like 13. I'm gonna do some. I have an acoustic guitar. I borrowed from my friend. If you were on the stream yesterday, you know that I told you that I have an acoustic guitar that I borrowed. I'm gonna be making some acoustic videos. So let me just pull that one out. I have not plugged this in yet. This is the first time I'm plugging this guitar in. I have this guitar tuned to drop standard D because most acoustic guitars, the action of the strings are not as good usually, so I usually tune it a whole step down, and it becomes easier to play them. So that's a little acoustic jam. I still need to break this guitar in. I only have it for a week. They are going to need it back later, but just the way it oscillates. Wow. I think that's really cool. Let's see. Man, I need to go out and get a looper. Probably that Swedish heritage. I don't even know what you guys are talking about. Very creative. Thanks. Nice. Well, thank you. Glad you liked it. Hear my train a-coming. No, kill 'em all. No, I don't use any kind of performance enhancing drugs. There's no need for that. I'm not sure what you're referring, if you're referring to playing or working out or training. But anyways, I got like 5 more minutes on this live stream. I'd like to thank everybody for tuning in, hanging out, listening to music. Just feel free to ask any questions if you have right now. If you haven't already, please subscribe. And if you're a subscriber, if it's you want to know when is the next live stream, make sure to click the notification bell. I'm assuming that's how it works now, so that's how people are going to find out. I have trouble using my looper. Would you be able to give me some tips? It depends what kind of looper. They all have different quantized settings and different... just they're all so different, you know? I really don't know. We were saying it was awesome, and that's probably due to that Swedish heritage. Thanks. What looper do you use? It's Boss RC505. Gotcha. Hence my early comment to regards Max Martin. Cool. Thank you. Thanks. Do you think that we have to enter a music college to be a musician like you? You don't have to, but it helps. Depends what kind of background you have, how much you're self-taught, how much experience you have. My performance-enhancing drug is coffee. It is. Caffeine is performance-enhancing drug, and it's banned in the Olympics and most competitions. If you have a certain amount of caffeine in your bloodstream, you're disqualified. It's highly performance-enhancing. Dovydas sent you an email regarding stuff. Client Freak. Thank you. Dan Keeley, haha. Do you Layla Tears in Heaven by Eric Clapton? Those are great songs. I have to check them out. I haven't listened to them in a really long time. I have a great question. Can you whistle on Mount Everest? Is that rhetorical? Is that the name of the song? I am 17. Are the people listening to you over surround... I am with 17 other people listening to you over surround system. Say hi to a bunch of Cornish bikers. Hi, bunch of Cornish bikers. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for listening. Carlos, greetings from Mexico. Hey, greetings from Florida. Who the heck disliked this? Oh, there's a dislike button for the live stream? Well, there is one person that comes every day and dislikes every video. And to that person, I salute you. That takes an extreme commitment. Indifference, that's what would hurt. But dislike and hate, it resembles commitment. So it is sort of following a brand. Bring the disliker's head on the platter. How many guitars do you have? I have like cigar box guitars. I have like 6 of them, all built by MGB. This logo, remember this logo. I'm going to be doing a Cigar Box Guitar Festival later this month. Going to be a ton of videos from that one. I have 6 of Cigar Box guitars. My main guitar, just one guitar. I have a bass guitar. And I have that blue guitar, that Basui double-sided double-neck guitar. And that's all I have. But I came to US without having any guitars at all. No song, a genuine question. Oh, gotcha. Probably you could. If people climb there and they can breathe without the air tanks, I think you could whistle. I'm neither for or against apathy. Your stance regarding that topic seems rather indifferent. That's too funny. Which genre of music do you favor the most? Literally all of them. And I'm really interested in new genres of music that are going to be replacing all the genres in the 21st century. All the genres from the 20th century, they morphed and became something else into new genres. So I'm really interested in these new genres. As a mere mortal, I expect an awesome answer. No pressure. Which question? If you can listen on Mount Everest, I'm not sure. Are you going to play in Atlanta, Georgia sometime? Maybe. Soon, sometime. You know, you never know. This is the part where you do the scene from Wayne's World. I only seen Wayne's World once. I need to rewatch it. I was laughing the entire time. We're not worthy. Yeah, and they met Alice Cooper, and Alice Cooper was talking science with them. It was hilarious. Check out the song if you have time. Sure. I love that we can purchase your stuff now. Yeah, I'm glad you're liking it, and I'm glad you're buying it too. It helps me out a lot. I don't have a Patreon, and I don't think I'm going to be setting up a Patreon because I really don't have anything to offer. If you want to support me, just you can buy my songs. All the links are in description. And just if I have anything other than to sell music, maybe I'll make it available through Patreon or something. I also included my fan mail mailing address, my P.O. box, in the description. And if you want to send me something to sign, and I can send it back. If you include the return postage, I'll be more than happy to do that. Make sure to follow me on Facebook, facebook.com/DovyDasMusic. I'll be posting some upcoming dates and events. Also Instagram, instagram.com/DovyDasMusic. Or just look me up on your phone on the Instagram app, Dovydas. Also have a Snapchat, also in the description. And Twitter. Yeah, just, connect with me there if you have, basically more ways to connect with me. How to start with music theory? Well, you just get started. Get a book. Let's see. I don't know. It has to be. I'm not sure with the American curriculum or whatever country you're from, but it has to be sort of like standardized curriculum music theory introduction book, and that's what helped me out. Could we perhaps give you tips on songs or artists to check out? Sure. Send me a message on Facebook or a message here or whatever's convenient. Twitter, Instagram. Sure, I'll check it out. What's the craziest thing that's happened to you in the States so far? Well, being in the States already is pretty crazy, you know. I can't think of from the top of my head. Maybe I'll make a video about it. Definitely need to see Hired Gun documentary. I have not seen a Hired Gun documentary. No Patreon. Do you take bribes? Okay, well, I'll have to set up Patreon then. I have an offer you can't refuse. Yeah, there's a Client Freak. You tell him, Client Freak. There's a button and Client Freak. Yeah, Super Chat is much appreciated. Have you ever thought of posting tutorials on guitar playing and stuffs? If there's a particular question of a particular video or a song that I did and there's a particular lick that you wonder about, ask me and then I'll post a tutorial. Right now I really don't know what to post a tutorial about. Hey, here's how you hold a guitar. It's just I don't have nothing in particular. Scary of Super Chat. Is this the digital equivalent of throwing stacks on stacks on stacks? Man, you're full of funny references, aren't you? Anyways, thanks everybody for tuning in. Thanks for hanging out. Thanks for whoever donated via Super Chat. Client Freak. Maybe we'll make these live streams to become more more frequently occurring event. Check out the links in description. Buy my music. Full-length album coming out probably January or after January. In the meanwhile, I have 8 parts to the Live Files Portfolio series. Does that make you the digital equivalent? Oh, because you see, no, you order and then you... Not really, because I do whatever I want. So it wouldn't be that way. Yeah, thank you. Thanks, Dovydas. Terrific as always. Well, hello. Basics to Advanced Music Theory Tutorial playlist. Buy yourself. I'm gonna get some apple juice. It's 20 SEK. What's is that Swedish krona? What kind of currency is that? I have not seen that SEK. But thank you, Tritnaha. All right, Client Freak. You see, you talked people into donating via super chat. Thank you. I'd like to answer more questions, but I gotta run because I have a gig. I have to get some food, and I have to pack all this up and take it with me to that gig. I was gonna try to live stream from the hotel Aloft tonight, but I asked some people, and I was told that they don't have a good Wi-Fi signal, so it would be either lagging or it would drop often. Okay, Dan Keeley, that's a good idea. That could be a stream. See, we're professionals. Cool. Hi from Israel. Get to the yeah. That's what I'm trying to do. And if anybody is a Wikipedia editor, could you go on David Smash Wikipedia and update the latest information? Because that's not something I can do myself. But David Smash is my former stage name, and Dovydas is my new stage name and my real name. And if somebody could go on Wikipedia and David Smash and do some include some latest events that have taken place, that'd be great. Because now people search and Dovydas and nothing comes up, and David Smash page doesn't mention anything. So hope your gig goes well. I hope so too. We'll be making video from that gig, and I'll be posting that from videos from that gig too. Oh well, have fun, dude. Go enjoy yourself and catch you later. Latest being, I don't know, just the YouTube. That Wikipedia says nothing about the YouTube page or the Guitar World magazine article. So that's what I was meaning, and I have no clue how to include that. And from what I know, artists don't edit their own Wikipedia site. So I just it's Dovydas or Dovydas. There's it's DOVYDAS. Yeah, it's a Y. Yes, that's correct. All right, guys. Hopefully you liked what you heard. Thanks for tuning in. I gotta run to a gig. I gotta pack up. Gotta get some food. But I'm really glad that you were able to tune in, listen. It was fun to interact with you, read your messages, read your questions here. If you want to know about the next stream, make sure to join the notification bell band. Follow me on the links below. Buy my music if you want to support. And this is the channel actually hit 36,000 subscribers today. Yesterday was 35,000. Today is 36,000. So it's growing, gaining momentum. It wouldn't be possible without you. So I greatly appreciate that. And I will see you next time. I will see you in tomorrow's video. I'm posting another video tomorrow. All right. If you're just starting your day, enjoy the rest of your day. If you're going to bed, get a good night's sleep wherever you are in the world. And I am Dovydas, and I'm signing out. Bye.